Welcome back to my channel. Hi, it's Brenda here, aka SomarSimmer. I am back with another video. I know it's been a while for anybody who is, new to my channel, which will be probably a lot of you. My name is Brenda and I just do videos for fun. I am not at all a pro, which explains why I am building in a very rainy climate. So today I decided to build a home, which is very different for me. I usually prefer building apartments just because I am better at interior decorating than I am at, creating layouts or homes from the outside. So today is a little different for me. I am making I think it's a craftsman style home. I don't know exactly what you would call this style, but I was inspired by somebody's home that I saw, which felt very cozy and just looked very nice. And I think there was also a Pinterest picture. So I kind of took those two things and I put it together. I really wanted to be just like a cozy home for like maybe a new couple that is planning on eventually expanding their family. Now I think before I built this house, I think it was before one of the packs for like family came out. So at that time you weren't able to have like, grandma and grandpa stay over, but that was kind of the illusion that I was going for, was like a new couple with a spare bedroom for guests to come over, especially, grandma and grandpa or whoever was coming over to help them out during the first weeks or days of having a newborn baby, which would probably be quite overwhelming. But I think the house in total had maybe about 3 bedrooms. Yes, 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. I went a little overboard. I do this a lot where I will create a shell, a layout, and then it'll just be like way too big of a house, and then I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to add rooms or really have any idea of who this house is for. But here what I did know was I wanted these sliding doors, which I believe are from Island Living, and I absolutely love them. I just kind of wanted it to be like a very open space onto the very small yard that they have. They don't have like a huge yard. It's mostly real estate indoors what they have. And I kind of wanted the bedroom to also have like a direct access to the outside. And here I'm just adding brick, which, like I said, I was trying to go for, I think, like a craftsman style home. And I can't figure out like the right pavement for these porches. I don't know. I find it just so weird. And then especially when I choose these brick things, like I don't know. I don't know how to match things. Again, hence why I only do apartment renovations and decorating and all that fun stuff. But here I was just playing around trying to figure out what would be like the nice post to put here, or like exactly what I wanted. I was having a lot of difficulty kind of just finding the right fencing, like the right little side fencing, because I was just trying to go for something simple, not too complicated, because I felt like it would clash too much with the brick on the floor and the base, like the little bottom base part. And then I wanted to do the trimming on the top, which is I think why I did this, just kind of to get an idea of what the roofing would look like. I just wanted a very simple roof because it's a very, in my opinion, simple shape for a home. But still, I struggled with the whole roofing thing, which is not a new thing for me. I just tend to always struggle with all types of roofs. And here I was just trying to make it go a little lower, and then I was debating on whether the back should also have the same roofing or its own, and just playing around with it a lot. Honestly, not my favorite part of the build, but I think at the end I got the roofing to the style that I kind of was going for. And then adding, of course, a chimney, because to me, when I think of cozy, I think of really nice and cute chimneys, especially because I think I've only had one in my lifetime where I've lived. Other homes that I lived have never had a chimney. Chimney? Sorry, I've been saying that wrong this whole time. But anyways, here I am just trying to figure out the color. Again, I think because it was raining and I don't know how to build without that, and I'm not a professional sim YouTuber. It was hard to kind of tell what colors were coming off, how they were coming off, and I also am not great with super vibrant colors on the outside or overall paint on the outside. I don't think that's my forte. I tend to always stick to white because it's just easier for me to figure things out. But here I was trying to figure out whether to keep the trim white or maybe go black, or like a darker brown, which I think I ended up doing because I kind of like that woodsy look to the outdoors. And then I put that one mailbox, which I think is also from the I can't remember what pack it is from. And then I moved on to my other least favorite thing to do about houses, and that is landscaping. I was thinking this is going to be a small yard, shouldn't be that hard. And then I kind of was like, you know what? Forget about it. I'm just gonna go to the inside and then we'll take care of the yard later. I did start playing around with different cabinets. I was thinking of going with like more homey, just more farmhouse cabinets. I tend to go for the really modern ones ever since like the kitchen one came out. Like I love those cabinets, and I just don't know. I guess I'm just so used to them that I really wanted to make it an effort to choose cabinets that I wouldn't normally choose. So I just kept playing around with it and trying to get an idea of where things were gonna go. I definitely knew I wanted the sink in that window. I just love having a sink in front of a window just because I like being nosy. At my old apartment, I had one right by the window. Now I don't. I mean, there's a window in the kitchen, but it's nowhere close to the sink, but it's okay. At least I have a window in the kitchen. And yeah, then I think I ended up keeping these cabinets, those overhead ones, because I was just kind of mixing the woodsy modern with like the older looking style of those cabinets. And recently I think I went through phases where I initially loved dark wood floors, or like the other, I guess people would call them millennial floors. Like they're grayish. I love those floors, and I think my floor is that style. But recently I've been really liking this like hardwood floor, like kind of old, more yellowy tone, reddish tone. And then here I was putting the dining table. The one thing I knew is I wanted to use those chairs. I am in love with those chairs. I wish I had a style like that, but my dining room table is something I've had for a while, and it's more industrial farmhouse. And I'm not going to change it. Furniture is just so expensive. I don't think I had realized it until moving out on my own, how expensive it all is. And I think that's also why I enjoy building on The Sims, just because motherload. But here I just wanted to use this little table thing and then try to make it so that you're able to at least have one chair where your sim can sit at, kind of like a makeshift kitchen island, because there wasn't enough space in my opinion for a kitchen island. Like it would have felt really crowded. So I thought like one of these tables would look cute, and then just trying to find something to cover it so that you don't really see the cabinet, which is the hack if you ever want to make a chair usable. And so I ended up using this little basket right here, and again, it is usable. I play tested. Obviously the other chair is not usable, but you can sit in that table, and I think you're able to use a laptop. I do not remember, but definitely your sim can sit in it. And then here I am just like choosing the wallpaper. I think I wanted something homier, so this definitely felt like homey, and I think it's from the Parenthood pack, so it just went perfect with what I was going for. And then I think I end up using one of the new wallpapers that came with the kitchen, maybe, or maybe not. I honestly cannot remember. I just remember playing a lot and messing around with those colors. And then here I just wanted to have like a cabinet to take up some space, because it felt like this was a lot of empty space. Because again, I thought about my vision. I was like, I want that door there, but I never thought about how it would end up working out on the inside. And so here I am putting a bookshelf, just something again to take up space, and then a high chair. Although I know that it's not really important for toddlers, or I don't know if it is now with the new gameplay and stuff. I mean, it's kind of cute because now you're like able to give the babies like little food to play with, and it's really cute gameplay. And then I moved on to the living room, which again, the goal was to make it cozy, so fireplace was a must. And I was trying to find like a very cozy sofa. Recently I've been using the same sofas over and over, and I think it's like this one is one that I use in almost every single build that I've played with. But just kind of, you know, it has like that throw blanket, and it's just really poofy and it looks really nice. And I was also struggling to find a good light for this area. I didn't want anything that was, you know, too modern. I just wanted to stick to kind of like an oldie, not oldie, but like the craftsman style. And I was also struggling to figure out, I guess, which fireplace would look perfect here. And then I chose a rug for this area. I wanted it to be kind of big, but like not super big. And then choosing curtains. I think recently my favorite curtains have been like those ones that are really long. I use them later on in one of the bedrooms, but other than that, like, never really have any curtains that I love in The Sims. Like, I don't know, nothing too great. And then I just decided to put like a little side chair just to continue coziness, a little olive tree. Obviously artwork is a must to kind of decorate and also take up space. And here I was trying out bookshelves, but I ended up making like an entryway little credenza situation, and just putting a mirror over that credenza, just kind of like a area, you know, that you might stop by to check and see that, you know, you didn't you know, that your hair is not out of place or whatever it may be before you walk out the house. And then I added like a little shoe area right here, just because, you know, maybe the Sims that live in this house have like a no shoe policy. I know I have one in my apartment, but that's because I live in the city, and after COVID happened and just everything, I was like, germs. I guess I started thinking more and more about germs, so I made that policy for my own home personally. Then I was moving on to the bedroom. Now, I think with beds I have a love-hate relationship on The Sims. I always tend to go for the same ones, and it's just because it's mostly the patterns, you know, like I feel like in The Sims 3 you were able to customize, so it made it easier to choose. You know, if you wanted a vibrant pink bed with like print on it or something, like you were able to choose it. But here they just make some of the weirdest color choices sometimes, like in my personal opinion, and for my personal state, like for my personal taste. And like that one bed I had there was just too white, so it's just like so hard to find a nice bed that has like a nice color palette for me personally, for my type of taste. I just kind of wish that they would have continued that from The Sims 3, the ability to customize colors, because they make some weird choices sometimes. And usually I do gravitate towards this bed. Again, it's the color swatches that match more of my style and the bed style that I like a little bit more. But this is the main bedroom. I know I haven't mentioned that before, but this is the main bedroom. So this is where the parents would sleep, especially because this is what has the access to the backyard. So they're able to walk out and just, you know, chill outside if they want to a little bit. And then here I just, again, to take up a little bit more space, just add a little dynamics to the bedroom. I put like this little sideboard or a dresser. I think it's a dresser. And then a mirror, and then chose more of a cozy little color palette. Put a picture above the bed, and then created like a little corner with a chair, kind of to give, you know, a little relaxation space. But these are the curtains I was mentioning earlier. I don't know which pack they came with, but I love those curtains. They are my favorite. And that chair, that is my favorite chair. And that lamp is my favorite lamp. I'm not saying that because everything's my favorite, but those are usually the things that I gravitate towards. And then here, it's personally not my favorite part, which is doing bathrooms. I don't really care for the bathrooms. I mean, it's your basic thing, you know, a tub. I like doing the tub and the shower separately recently, just because I struggle sometimes with some of the swatches for the shower and tub combo. Like, sometimes you just want to do something a little different, and I don't know. Again, would benefit from having the Sims 3 color palette thing. And then I was trying to figure out, like, if I wanted to do cabinets or if I wanted to do individual sinks, which I ended up doing that. I think this is from Interior Decorator. I honestly really enjoyed a lot of the stuff that came in that pack. Not that I've actually done any of the gameplay, but just really enjoyed a lot of the stuff. And then I did create a laundry room, just kind of following that brown palette, which I think that this is my favorite swatch color for the washer machines, next to the turquoise, like that green, sea green. I think this was like my next favorite one. And then I just kind of created like a broom closet / just laundry room. And across the way is the baby's room. And I felt like the baby's room was going to be too big. So that's why I ended up adding this third bathroom that I did not plan to have. Which I just put a shower, I think like a stand-up shower. It's just like a small bathroom, follows the same palette as every other bathroom in the house. And it was just mostly so that the room wouldn't be so huge for a baby. And I added, you know, the little crib, but also like the newborn crib, just to kind of follow the aesthetic. Eventually, once they grow out of that stage, then you're able to kind of get rid of that one crib. And then added my favorite curtains again and my favorite swatch. And I think also that crib swatch is my favorite, but that's because I love the color green. So right up my alley. And yeah, I just put all the basic stuff for the baby stuff. I was like super excited when I built this because I don't think I had too much of a chance to play with the new like baby life stage. But now I've had a little bit more of a chance, and I loved it. It was like a really great free addition to the game. Here I put a little rocking chair so that the mom or dad, parent, whoever maybe, you know, can go ahead and rockabye the baby. And then I added this little bookshelf. Just thought that it would go with the colors, and it was kind of fun and kiddish. And then some artwork. I wish that we had like more artwork that was cuter that went with everything, but oh well. And here is the front bedroom. I was trying to figure out if I was gonna put a closet, but then I decided to just make the whole thing a bathroom that just kind of has like a better tub. I guess this could also be like the primary bedroom, so 2 primary bedrooms. And I just was copying and pasting pretty much what was used in the other bathrooms onto this one. Nothing too crazy was done with this bathroom, just kept it kind of simple. And I think I mentioned in the beginning that my vision was that, you know, grandparents come over, they can just stay here and you know, help out with the baby, or whoever family comes over can use this room and they have their own private bathroom, so they don't have to interrupt anyone or anything like that. And I just kind of wanted to make it cozy. I also haven't used this bed in a while, so I was excited to get to use this bed again. And then I started struggling with the rugs for a little tiny minute. And I wanted to put a little dresser because I imagine, you know, if you have a guest over, you might want to offer them a space to put their stuff, to make themselves at home a little bit while they're there with you, especially because I would imagine if you have a relative that comes over to help you out with the newborn baby, they might be staying for a little bit longer, especially if it's your first time being a parent. I personally am not a parent, I am a dog parent, but these are all assumptions from people watching, people around me. And then I just put like a small little old TV in this nice little chair just to have like a little sitting area for whoever's staying over to just sit and hang out and chill for a bit if they don't feel like hanging out in the communal area. Sorry. And then here it's a really small porch, so I just wanted to put at least one bench, and then I wanted to put at least like a plant or something, just kind of to bring some liveliness to the home. And then I put those plants there just because they felt empty without them. And then I started the process of landscaping, which I obviously had been dreading, hence why I just automatically moved on to doing the interior and kind of left the exterior for way later. And yeah, I just kind of was putting as many plants as I can. Not landscaper, I always admire all of the people who do like speed builds that I watch on YouTube, who are just super great at it. Like, I'm like, how do you know what to do, where to put it? Like, how do you have the patience for it? Because I run out of patience very quickly, and then I end up redoing it and doing it again and just become annoyed by it. So hopefully one day I reach that level of home building where it comes a little easier to me. And then I think I was also kind of struggling because I was trying to figure out what would be in this backyard. I think my default for homes is usually to put a pool, but I knew for this house that a pool was not going to be in the picture. I just wanted it to be a very simple yard. Maybe one of the Sims likes to do gardening, so something small where they can have barbecues, have people over, just be like a expensive starter home, I guess, was like my vision for this house. And yeah, so you know, there's not a lot of space outside, just kept it very simple. I do try, I think I've noticed from, you know, people doing home builds on YouTube that they use a lot of those, like the spray gun thing, to kind of add a little bit of dimension with the dirt. So I kind of did that, but then I also was like, I think instead of using tile, the best option is for me to spray cement on the floor and kind of have like the dirt areas for the plants are naturally just there. And then I put all these rocks around, and I did not want to film that because that was gonna take me forever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.